Imagine that you knew what you wanted to say and communicate, but you just couldn't get the words out. How trapped would you feel? Assistive technology gives that voice to infants, children, and young adults that otherwise they don't have.
Wyatt was born with his twin sister, Catherine, at 25 weeks. We found out that he had a severe case of cerebral palsy. He does not walk or talk, and so he had all kinds of interventions from very early on.
STAR is very proud of our early intervention program that provides therapeutic services, OT, PT, speech, special ed, translation services to children from birth to 5 years of age. The brain is very malleable in the first 3 years of life, and it's a critical time for children to learn. By providing these supports, we help children reach their developmental milestones and give them the best start in life.
They say you go through a grieving period for the child you thought you were going to have.
I was scared because I didn't know how to react.
My mind immediately drifted towards the negatives. I was having a child, and that child was going to have limitations. Our journey to begin focusing on the positive is a direct result of STAR.
The day after we got home, STAR showed up doing speech therapy.
They come once a week, and the other days I do the practice, speech, physical, and education therapy.
They came into our home, they became part of our lives. They taught us how to be better parents. Molly's family was fantastic to meet as people who have been through the exact same experience.
Molly is inspiration for my daughter.
You can go to college, you can get married, you can do all these things.
It's impossible to thank all of the people at STAR enough.
You have a bright future to look at. It just takes a little longer.
Assistive technology has become increasingly important in helping children gain more independence. It's a resource that for children who can't speak, using symbols and pictures through technology, through iPads and specialized software, those supports allow a child to grow and develop and catch up with their typical peers. It gives a voice to children who didn't have a voice.
Imagine being able to hear your child's voice for the first time by using technology. It's an amazing journey for him because he's able to communicate his needs, his wants, his fears, so that we as parents know exactly what he needs. And also when he's out in the world, he's able to communicate with others so that they know exactly what's going on in his mind.
Young students with developmental disabilities in high school, we start to engage with them while they're still in school. And we work with them to identify their hopes, their dreams, their desires, and ultimately what their dream job is. And then we surround them with supports to make that happen.
I'm one of the job developers with STAR. The combination of jobs that we have really run the gamut.
We sell instruments, we rent instruments, we repair instruments.
We do a lot of music lessons for kids and adults.
We run a car dealership that sells roughly 3,000 cars per year.
We are the biggest German importer of beer into the United States.
Our mission is that we really want to make sure that the Long Island Sound is clean.
My wife and I own Ripka's Beach Cafe down here at beautiful Cap Pasture Beach.
So the jobs that our participants do are real jobs. The company may not have the headcount, but they have the need.
We're working on going paperless. We didn't have enough hands in the office to get all of that done. I sat down with Joey the first day and walked him through step by step exactly what to do. He seemed to pick it up fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's very important and it has to be done accurately.
STAR had a facilitator coming in and working with him for, first month or so. And then he wanted to do it himself. He got dropped off with a bus and comes in, punches in, and continues his work cleaning and stocking and doing everything he possibly can.
Sandra is our IMAX usher. She helps our guests into the IMAX theater. She makes sure that they're safe during the movie, and if they needed to be escorted out, she helps them as well.
He comes in and he organizes the stock room and he breaks down boxes, and then he's out on the floor organizing stuff and restocking.
He's doing stuff that we all have to do. When Austin's here, it really saves us some time, and we love having him here.
He comes in a few times a week to help us with a few duties in our accounting office. So we prepare folders and other things that help our sales force to take better care of customers.
She loves working here, and we love having her on our team. She's a great asset.
We've got a lot to do here, and we're always jumping from one thing to the next, and Austin's a big help for us.
It's a remarkable partnership between the businesses, the owners, the managers, the participant, and STAR.
We need to help the community and help them as much as we possibly can, and providing a venue for that and giving them a sense of worth at our place it's inspiring.
He does a really great job for us, and he does things that are not make-work tasks. They are tasks that somebody else would have to do. He does them in such a way that we would never want to have anyone else doing them. He's helpful, he's productive, and he's a pleasure to have around.
This is work that needs to be done by someone, and it's actually, it's important. And he's doing a great job at it.
We're helping them develop confidence and self-esteem. Ultimately, the purpose is to make them more independent.
I think that it's very impactful on our employees to see him and his upbeat attitude and his work ethic.
He's part of the family.
Since the coronavirus pandemic, all of our lives have changed. Even in my own life, being in quarantine, realizing that I'm relying more and more on technology to communicate, share ideas, and just connect with people. We've seen that same need for technology within the population that we serve. So for our young adults who are attending programs or who are going to work every day, they're very isolated. And we've been offering programs through technology. And what we found, first of all, is we had to put devices in people's hands, and we had to help them get connected to the internet. And then we had to teach them how to use the technology.
Technology kind of changed everything for us. His device gets programmed according to his own needs. So we're able to figure out exactly what he needs in his device. The amount of work that has to be done is miraculous. Technology for Wyatt in the future is always ever changing. It gets better and better all the time. His speaking device at the moment is 3 years old, and right now there are probably many, many new things that have come out to make his life easier. Through all the newest and latest things that happen in technology, we're able to see Wyatt's personality even come more full circle.
We are seeing individuals who had never, ever used a device now being able to mute themselves, select the courses they want, being able to go into the chat room. It's been monumental to see their excitement. But more important, we're seeing them socialize. They're connecting with their friends, they're sharing their fears, their concerns, all the things that are happening in our world right now. They're not alone anymore because they can communicate. If we were fortunate to receive this grant, the funds would be put to immediate use. We would buy the technology, iPads and other devices, as well as the software, and we would get it into the hands of young children and young adults immediately.
All of us as a family have now embraced this sort of way we have to communicate during this time, but in saying that, STAR made their participants feel that they were still there, that they were still cared about, and they were able to continue their journeys as well.
We love having volunteers join us at STAR and becoming part of the important work that we do to help people be included, learn, and to grow, and to gain independence. Come join us at STAR. You'll be amazed at how much you individually have to contribute and how much fun you'll have in the process.